Brett Favre is one of the greatest to ever do it. There's a reason that it took literally just 6 seconds to determine that he belonged in the Hall of Fame. The 3-time MVP and 11-time Pro Bowler threw 508 touchdowns in his career, 552 if you count the postseason. Both of those numbers were records at the time. And in those 552, there have been some absolutely iconic ones, just in time. I could be here all day just listing some of Brett Favre's greatest touchdowns. But there's one that seems to have been forgotten about, even though the story and the circumstances behind it are incredible. In a 1999 game against the Minnesota Vikings, Brett Favre threw the game-winning touchdown pass on a completely made-up play. The head coach didn't know what play Favre called, the receiver didn't know what play Favre called, and heck, not even Favre himself knew what play he called. And yet, as he always seems to do, he made magic happen. And this is the story behind that. Here's the context going into this game. It's September 26, 1999, and the Green Bay Packers are squaring off against the Minnesota Vikings at Lambeau Field in this NFC Central rivalry. Both teams are sitting at 1-1 through 2 games, with both teams winning their first game of the season in dramatic fashion before losing the second one by 1 possession. In Green Bay's case, they beat the Raiders during a remarkable fourth quarter comeback, where they trailed 24-14 with 8 minutes left and won it 28-24 on a game-winning touchdown pass by Favre with just 11 seconds left. In Minnesota's case, in their first game after a heartbreaking 1998 season, they beat the Falcons by 3 after Morten Andersen missed a 39-yard field goal.
Well. How the turntables...
It was a big game, as evidenced by the fact that Madden and Summerall were on the call in the 4 o'clock time slot, and it lived up to the hype and then some. To start off, this game was a pretty defensive battle, all things considered. Through the first 58 minutes of the game, only 1 offensive touchdown was scored, as Green Bay got its touchdown on a 26-yard pick 6 by Antoine Edwards. Green Bay led 16-13 with just over 4 minutes left, following a Ryan Longwell field goal. But Minnesota responded with an 80-yard touchdown drive, which culminated in Randall Cunningham finding Randy Moss on a 10-yard touchdown pass. With 2 minutes left, Minnesota led 20-16. The bad news for the Packers was that they now needed a touchdown in 2 minutes to win the game. The good news was that they had Brett Favre leading the way. Heck, just 2 weeks prior in Week 1 against the Raiders, he did the same exact thing, leading Green Bay on a game-winning touchdown drive from his own 18-yard line with under 2 minutes. If anyone in football can mount this comeback, it's number 4. Things were looking good for Favre and company early on. A pass to Corey Bradford for 22 yards on the first play of the drive got the Packers near midfield. On the very next play, Favre hit Dorsey Levens for a 10-yard gain to get the Packers into Minnesota territory. After 2 plays, things looked pretty manageable for the Packers as they burned their second time out. But then, after another 13-yard completion to Levens for a first down, things get a bit rocky. On first down, Favre throws incomplete to Corey Bradford. It's a good throw by Favre, but Bradford just drops it. Second down, and Favre hits Bill Schrader for a gain of 6. The only problem is that it's in the middle of the field, so head coach Ray Rhodes burns Green Bay's last time out. Third down, and Favre hits Levens down the sideline. But Levens, in his effort to try and get the first down, doesn't run out of bounds. So that brings up fourth down, with Green Bay having no timeouts left and the clock still running. They've got to hurry to the line and call something, since they can't spike it. What's about to happen next, considering the circumstances, is one of the craziest touchdowns you're ever going to see.
He knows that.
It is an amazing play. Heck of a throw by Favre with a great route by Bradford. Everyone's going nuts as the Packers win the game 23-20. Even Vikings head coach Dennis Green was impressed with Favre's efforts after, saying they just made a nice play. You can't be surprised about anything. Brett Favre made the play. It seems like a play that they've worked on a lot in a no-huddle 2-minute drill situation, right? Well, as it turns out, the play did not exist. The play was less organized than what you'd see in an elementary school recess game. Because, no exaggeration, literally nobody knew what the play was. Head coach Ray Rhodes had no idea what that call was. Corey Bradford, the man who caught the touchdown, had no idea what the call was. And Brett Favre, the man who threw the pass, had no idea what the call was, saying, "I'm not sure I called anything." He just took the ball and threw it, and was so dumbfounded, in fact, that he didn't even see Bradford catch the ball. It was a beautiful, chaotic mess that somehow worked out. Favre didn't have the greatest year in 1999, as he threw more interceptions than touchdowns and finished without a winning record for the first time ever, which prompted the firing of head coach Ray Rhodes. And in 2000, he had a way more iconic game-winning touchdown against the Vikings, which is probably why this one right here got overshadowed. But if there's any play that shows the magic of Favre, it's this one. Be sure to like this video, ring the notification bell, and subscribe down below if you haven't already, as it helps the channel out a lot. And be sure to check out Twitch every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern for your chance to play NFL trivia and win cash prizes. Link in the description below. If you want to see videos like this condensed down to 60 seconds, then follow me on TikTok at JaredGator9 and subscribe to 60-second NFL history on YouTube. Also, special thanks to all of our Patreon supporters for helping out the channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. See how you can become a patron and request future video topics in the description below.